Yes, the time is now. What are you waiting for? And we are with the new kishroni, and we have Moishe with us. The time is now, right? Moishe, how are you?
And welcome everyone to a new Kishroni Hour. I'm Moshe Gronfeld. I'm going to be taking over Rabbi Bornstein. He
With
born.
you guys, we are going to put a new Rabbi Mostan. Unfortunately, to I don't know, retire or just to yes, kind of personal business to do. Take care about it. So right now, in the next few months, we are here with Moshe, and the time is now, the Kishoni hour, right?
Yes,
And
and we're looking for kid reporters. If you're a boy or a girl, you can call in, text, and JB Radio 347-927-8398. That's 347-927-8398.
Yes, as the format that how it's working, the Kishroni and J-Root Radio at all. You are part of it. You are part of J-Root Radio, and we are basically trying to do the best for our dear listeners and you kids. You are. Uh, we're waiting for you guys to give us some idea to be junior reporters and keep continue the tradition of being part of J-Root Radio.
Yeah, you could talk about any music, any news, anything that's on your mind. You could talk about, except for school, of course.
You cannot talk about school. Somebody is here. Listen also. I just want to say that, Moish, first of all, I want to thank you for coming here. And as you know, the holidays we just finished the holidays. We're starting a new Chodesh Cheshvan. And today was my birthday, Bet Cheshvan.
Oh, Yom Holedet.
יום הולדת, יום הולדת שמח, and the beautiful because was with the regular date and the Hebrew date, the day, same day. Amazing, no?
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't happen too
it's
often.
not often. Normally it's every 19 years, but I don't know. It doesn't make. It's not divided by 19 today, but. Anyway, I was very surprised to see it, and I wish to all of you guys my blessing because, as you know, the Ben Ish Chai said that when somebody has a birthday, has the power to bless everyone, and I blessing you guys with all the blessing in the world. That be happy and what do you say in Hebrew? Osher be'alef and Osher be'ayin and Yimalu mishalot libchem letova. Tonight is Gimel B'Cheshvan, and this is also a very important date. Is the Yortzeit of Chacham Ovadia Yosef Zecher Tzadik V'Kadosh Livracha. He was the leader of the Sephardic community for many years. Unbelievable rabbi, pure. I cannot even just describe his power in the Torah and what he knew, and people that knows so many stories about him. It's unbelievable. So if you really want something to do today, tonight, take a candle and light it for Chacham Ovadia Yosef, that זכותו תגן בעדנו, and this will be for זכות for Kolal Am Yisrael, and ask you uh, request, and I'm sure that he will pray for you and for our for Am Israel, like he was in life, and tzaddikim b'metatam nikreim chaim, and this is like something that is important to understand what is all about. Moish, the holiday was how it was your holiday?
My Yom Tov is very nice. The Yom Tov is Yafi all the time. It's beautiful.
Well, you had the sukkah, and
Uh,
I'm assuming, yeah.
we had a sukkah. I went to my parents. I went to my shver, my
Oh yeah.
in-laws.
So you had your own personal sukkah, or just yeah?
So my apartment building has a sukkah, and we eat in it. It's a beautiful Yom Tov. And I heard Nissan by you. You were in Eretz Yisrael. How was Eretz Yisrael?
Oh, yeah. I first of all, I was in Israel after the Sukkot, but I want to. Well, let's take one. First of all, how long we didn't have Kishroni?
Oh, long, I guess it must be
Before,
yeah,
before, no, before the, or for before Rosh Hashanah, right?
from before Rosh Hashanah last year. Yeah.
So I'll take the, basically we're talking about Sukkot, but I'm talking about that all the holidays. Is how is your Rosh Hashanah? How is Yom Kippur? How was you praying?
There's no way to describe it. A thousand words won't describe Yom Kippur or Rosh Hashanah. There's a lot to say about Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, about forgiving and a whole bunch. Hopefully, everybody was the chaper, and
Yes,
hopefully, we have a great year.
it will be a great year, and it Tafshin Ayin Tet, and this is like תהיה שנת עשייה טובות. It will be bringing good things for us. Now, about Sukkot, about Sukkot, I have, really, I'm lucky, and Baruch Hashem, Kadosh Baruch Hu taking, I was, if you remember the first day of Sukkot, you know, it was Sunday, and,
Yes, I remember.
it was raining all the week before, and drizzling, and all this stuff, and I just started building my Sukkah, I would say, Motzei Shabbat. It's like, and then I figured that I'm doing a lot of noise with my tools. So I said, God, it's too late. I don't want to disturb the neighbors. So I got, and in the morning, my two children, Ben and Gad, my twins, help me to build a new sukkah, because my old sukkah I gave to my son in Lakewood, and I decided to build something new in my house.
Yes. So, how long did it take you to build your sukkah?
Took me, beside this, that I'm building other sukkot for them, our shul sukkah. I have to build it, and by trying sukkah, it's a big process, basically Sukkot. But I'm telling you, up to the last minute.
So tell me, what is it like to be in Rabbi Trank's sukkah, and what is it like to build this sukkah? What is it made out of?
Oh, the Rabbi trying sukkah. I don't know. I think that many people knows about Rabbi trying sukkah, right? It's like a museum. It's like something that's holy, and I have the zchut, the merit to build and to design it. It's more than 20. It's 20 years. And we had every year it's like another additional stuff, another stuff that coming in the sukkah. And I know that at least like 500, 600 people a day coming over the sukkah, eating to enjoy the sukkah itself. Beside it, I design and build a on top a special garage. They are trying to invest a lot of money, and all is with a purpose that it will be perfect. And 20 years ago, yes, almost 20 years ago, we built a special garage, just storage for the sukkah. And above this garage, we put this kind of bridge and dormitory sukkah, sleeping quarter sukkah. The sukkah has a sink, you have electricity, you have, name it what you have over there. And Baruch Hashem, and this family grew up and said, now I think it's the sukkah is a little bit smaller for sleeping over there, but it's that. So I want, this is something very, very, very unique, is Rabbi Trang sukkah. My sukkah is also, I think that my old sukkah was very unique. Also, my kids and me basically draw on the panels. We make like Yerushalayim, we make like, something all together.
Very interesting. So, what is it made out of? What is it made out of? Some plastic? What is it made out
Oh,
of?
from wood, from wood paneling.
Wood paneling.
Wood paneling. This year I put this from new materials, my sukkah, new materials, because I didn't have time to build it in like a wood paneling. So I built it from a special, I would say, aluminum, silver, foil, something.
So,
This,
this is the new beginning of your sukkah.
yeah, yeah,
We
yes,
just slain Bereshis last week. So,
yeah.
this is a new beginning for Nisim sukkah.
Yeah, so, but what I tell you, that I'm lucky because my sukkah is attached to my house, and they was talking about it was really raining, all this day and drizzling, and Hakadosh Baruch Hu really loves us, and He let us basically go on the first night, dry, beautiful night, and we had all the Suda, we had all the singing, all the family, part of my family was on the first night. and it was really gorgeous. And I'm lucky because I love I don't like to leave the sukkah during Sukkot. I love to stay in the sukkah all as much as possible, and I sleeping in the sukkah.
No visitors, huh? You didn't have any visitors, no animals, no bears,
No, we
no
don't.
monkeys,
No,
no
no,
raccoons, no cats.
no. Baruch Hashem, no. This not. And I tell you my tricks also. My tricks is that first of all, before every once in a while, I'm take the pest control. You know, the spray like this that I purchased in one of the home centers store shops, and I spray all around my backyard and on the sukkah itself on the schach. You know, if you spray good, thoroughly on the schach, you don't have any bugs, you don't have flies. You know, normally the flies are attracted to the light, right? And
Yeah,
mosquitoes and stuff like this.
mosquitoes,
None,
bees.
yeah, none of this. None of this. This is many years that this I doing this trick, and it's working. It's really working. I tell all my friends to do this. You know, just spray. If you have a shema, you know, the canvas, no,
The
the
canvas
canvas
sucker, yeah.
sukkah,
Right.
you spray the canvas from outside, and nothing happened to this. But you know, the bugs is a repellent. What do you call it? It's basically push away the bugs, and they don't like, and also the other animals, you know.
Wow, okay.
And I have in my sukkah also kind of heater. So if it's cold, I open the heat. So it give you a beautiful, I would say. So Baruch Hashem, this Chag, I slept all nights over there. Uh, some nights fully, and some nights partially because it was raining. But because we have the heater inside, so the sukkah is coming dry very quickly.
Very interesting. I never slept in a sukkah yet.
Oh,
Maybe one day I will, but I never slept in a sukkah.
it's really. I'm doing it right now for many years, Baruch Hashem, and my kids. You know, we have like the airbed. You know, the inflame. What do you call it?
The
Infla-
inflatable
yeah,
mattresses and all
yes,
that stuff. Oh, very
yes.
nice. Okay.
And as I told you, I was years that it was freezing outside, and in Sukkot it was hot because I have the heater. This year it wasn't so cold at all.
A lot
Uh,
of rain. Yeah.
a lot
How
of
did you
rain.
handle the rain?
So that's what I'm saying. They're telling you that in the minute that the heater is working, it dry out very quickly the schach.
You dried out the schach,
I
and
dry the schach and
basically everything was dry by the time you went in.
exactly. And I tell you, this year I didn't put a slack.
It didn't rain at night. It rained at night a few times, huh?
So we we sleep in the
Oh,
so
okay.
it was really. I saw that we missed some phone calls. So just if somebody want to call us again,
Oh,
please call us 718-683-5858, 718-683-5858. You can text us also to 347-927-8398, 347-927-8398. We are also, I would say, okay, so now we're talking about Israel, right?
we're talking about. Well, now we're finished with the sukkah. Now we're going back to Simchas Torah, right?
Yeah, Simchat Torah was gorgeous, really gorgeous, by my shul, and we are just,
What time are kofas end by Sfardim? Well, what time? B'derech 12, 1, 2, 3, 4.
we're talking
Kala
about
Laila.
no. Look, the true that after Shmini Atzeret, it's a little bit it's taking a toll of all of us, you know. So we have, I think we finished this year about 10 o'clock our
10,
kafot.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, and then we went. I went, and I was invited to another kafot by BMF, Bet Midrash of Flatbush. This is like a tradition every year. I'm going over to one kafa. It's
I'm
like
sure they're happy to see you over there.
they basically they invited us, you know, to be there.
Oh, so nice and lively,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure.
like we're doing it also again many years. Baruch
I've
Hashem.
been by Chaim Berlin. I walked into Chaim Berlin
Oh,
too. It was pretty
beautiful.
nice over there also, yeah. Labor Dick. Yeah. So now we're talking about, we were just talking about Nisim Silka that he started filling up, and we just Elaine Beratius, and there's a new beginning,
Yeah,
a new kishroni person, and a new Silka.
yeah, and I tell you, I had something that I know that it's something that is very it's connection to the radio. You know, I don't know if you remember Dov Rabinovich.
Dobro Rabinowitz, yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
the Kids at Risk, the program.
Yeah, I remember that.
So Dov Rabinovich, he moved back to England, unfortunately, but yeah, we didn't succeed to to create a new ideas of kids school. You know, we Dov Rabinovich come here to America to try to create a new program for kids that are not so uh, learner. Okay, you come with a school. Idea was the kids that are not so spitz, learning,
Yeah,
and we wanted to do a school that give them the option to fulfill their life and make them, happy and combine it with the Torah definitely, but give them option of computers, give them of music, construction, plumbing, any technical stuff that kids that are not learners can find themselves in a professional way, but unfortunately it didn't work. We tried it very hard, and he had to go back to England, and he went back to England. His daughter, two daughters basically, graduate in England, and they went to Israel and Aliyah. And one of his daughter right now married an American boy from Albany, New York, that also went to Israel, Aliyah, Levin, and Chama. And I found myself suddenly a witness in the wedding that Dov decided that I will be is a witness at Kiddushin, and he sent me the ticket to the wedding,
to the wedding in Israel.
a wedding in Israel. I
So that's how
was
you ended up in Eretz Yisrael.
Yeah, that's I
Huh.
was, and I really it was very flattering, and I tell you, I was shocked because who am I that be a witness and all this stuff, but it thought it saw differently. It was very intense visit in Israel. The Ufrof was in the Kotel, and the wedding was in Rishon LeZion. It was something I'm not from this world. I'm still tired from this wedding and visit.
How long were you in Eretz Yisrael for?
I was 4 days, something like
4 days.
this. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you have
five
a lot
days.
of things to make up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was like so intense. And beside this, I had something very, I know, unique that you know I I I was in the Navy in Israel serving, and we served in the war. If you remember my story.
Yeah, we mentioned Nisim's story about being in the Navy. Now Nisim is going to say another story about the Navy.
Yeah, it's not as So I was serving in the Yom Kippur War, and I lost a lot of friends, quite a few friends over there, and my unit was direct hit. So what happened? Uh, I think 2 years ago, I got a text in my phone, and they asked me if are you Nisim that was serving in this unit. So I looked the name. I said it's ring a bell in my head, And I told my wife, this is it was my soldier in the unit, and I contact this guy, and unfortunately, the guy since the war, basically he get a traumatic event over there, and he's not so 100% clear, unfortunately. So after 43 years, he found me, and he wanted to talk with me, to see me, and to basically to take something from his chest. And this was the opportunity to meet him, and I met him in Tel Aviv. It's very was exciting, exciting moment to see him, and also sad because he still today, 45 years after the war, is living the traumatic event. Very emotion that is repeat and repeat about what it was a war and stuff like this. Uh, but it's something very emotion to see, to feel what it passed also,
What's an engineer's job in the army? What does he do?
Engineer. I depend. What do you mean engineer?
Depending what an engineer does, like does he build? What's a typically a engineer's job? Does he
No,
build stuff?
no. The question, what is engineer? Engineer can be so different, so many different, I would say fields. You have electronic engineers, you have mechanical engineers, you have generator engineers. All these people that has a different life, different technical, I would say, background. I worked on basically electronic devices, radars, uh, communications, transmitters, receivers. Uh, my job was I was the response on the what do you call it, Navy control. כל יחידת בקרה ימית. It's naval control unit, basically, that can see, we're sitting, sometimes we're sitting in a mountain, sometimes we're sitting in a boat. You have all this equipment, like radars that can see, observe some
It's
boat.
funny you're talking about army equipment. In this week's parsha, we hear about the army equipment. They wanted to build a big tower against Hashem.
Oh,
So yeah,
but they also noch built a big teva,
no,
big,
building a
big,
big
big,
table that
big.
had to do with sukkahs, I
Yeah,
believe.
why? But also by boats,
By boats, right?
Yeah, yes, he has to be a good engineer, of building. A builder. It's not simple to build such a huge teva. In those days, especially in those days, that wasn't any, I would say, equipment, uh, like power saw, power tools, everything done by hand.
I find it incredible, that he was able to fit all these animals in a boat.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
imagine yourself only just the ventilation system. What kind of ventilation system you need over there that the water not
with
penetrate
all the
inside,
animals, yeah, with the garbage and
and there's
animals,
the
yeah,
smell and the
yeah.
sound and like it's a miracle by itself. But all this kind of, it's what kind of uh, willpower also to build this kind, stuff like this. You have to take the wood, the logs, and then trimming them, and it's supposed to be, it's a big unit. Water, drinking water, all this stuff is amazing to see. But we're talking about the Tower of Babel. This is in my opinion, is a very interesting idea. I don't know. It's more for adults talking, but kids understand what we're talking about. If you build a tower and you want to reach the sky,
Yeah,
where
I
you?
don't know how high you gotta be to that.
Okay, no,
It's at
no, but
least
let me ask you
five
something.
hundred thousand feet.
Yeah, let me ask you something. You want to touch? Do you want to reach the sky? Okay, so you want to build a tower. Where are you going to put it?
I don't know.
On a mountain, right? On the top mountain, the high mountain. And where they build it? In a valley.
They built it in a valley, right?
In a valley. What's the logic about it? And my, I would say what I even in talking about, try to find it in between the mefarshim, but it's a very unique idea that basically the fight against the Creator, the Kadosh Baruch Hu, Yevishter, is not that they try to go and try physically and go over the and to the sky, to the heaven, and reach the heaven. They come over there and said, we are down here now, and they basically found a way to create a brick, right?
They
Uh,
found a big place to how to build a tower,
no,
basically.
but the idea that we are now otzmi
They
v'koch,
developed a brick.
I can I can now build. I don't need you. Please stay up in heaven, and we are here in the valley. We take care of ourselves.
That's what they're telling Hashem. Okay. It's
That's
an interesting
my
idea.
what I think about it, because otherwise it doesn't make sense in all this stuff. They said, you know what, we found this, and if you're talking about our generation,
Right, and we see how big unity is.
no, but you see, in our generation is exactly the same idea. What do you mean? What do you mean? What is this? What is say in that parashat Noach says, "Vayivnu levanim"? Yeah, levanim. What is levan? What is levana? It's a block, okay?
Right.
But it's also it's levana is also is a kind of silicon, okay? It's kind of material that basically it's natural material, but it's a building material. So if you're talking about the Silicon Valley,
The Silicon
Silicon
Valley.
Valley,
Okay.
America, Silicon, and this is exactly what the Silicon Valley ideas over there. Every star, stay over there. We'll take care of ourselves. And the computers and all of things. It's otzmi, otzem yadi v'koach, otzmi v'koach yadi. We are just basically creating things without you help. This is what happened to us today, unfortunately. And I don't want. We can go elaborate it in many ways, because the political system today is running are running on these ideas. But I don't know if you want to talk about it. This is more adults talk about.
Okay. And we'll take a quick break. You're listening right now to the Kishroni Hour.
You know what? Okay, yes, okay, Kishoni hour, and I have a very good song. I have a good song to put, and hopefully,
And we're going to come right back after the break.
okay. So I'll put the song. This is called uh, "Lashuv Habayta," Come Back Home, from Isha Ribo, and it's amazingly wording. And I just after we'll I'll translate it.